My approach has consistently been ratchet government out of the way as much as possible. Reduce the costs to businesses who provide jobs. Reduce the cost to employees who then can take the income from the fruit of their labors and save, invest, spend, producing more economy. And we would grow. I think Reagan, John F. Kennedy, even Clinton, when he succumbed to the Republican Congress in '94, ultimately found out when you cut taxes and cut spending in government, you encourage the economy because the private sector takes over. Businesses will invest. You know, you look here at Michigan. You go back in the '80s when we were going through a malaise there of our economy. We had upwards of 17% unemployment. So Jackson led away, Hillsdale counties. And we had a governor come in who said the way we change that is increase the taxes. We give more regulation, more EPA issues. We saw ourselves go from $1.8 billion budget deficit when he took office in 1983, Jim Blanchard, to when he left office, John Engle defeated him, a $1.8 billion budget deficit, where the income tax increased along the process. An economy that was going flat, going into bond rating that was getting into danger zone. Welcome. Then we came in with the new old ideas. Ratchet government out of the way. And I'll never forget, as I co-sponsored or sponsored 26 tax cuts in the early mid 890s. We did property tax reform. We reduced regulation, especially environmental regulations. It was unnecessary. We saw jobs start to come back to Michigan. When I was term limited in 1999, January 1, 1999, our state had a budget surplus, $1 billion rainy day fund. We had a AAA bond rating, and jobs were coming back from Indiana and Ohio and other states that had left. Because we were saying not only by verbs, by words, we're open for business, and then down beneath we're saying stay away unless you go through the red tape. We're saying yes, we are open for business. I think that can happen again. And I think the federal approach to that is giving more and more resources, leaving more and more resources back in the states and the local communities, reducing unnecessary and costly overburdening of regulation. You think of all of the excessive things that go with just OSHA and MI-07, for instance, and the redundancies in there, and the competing environmental issues. This oil spill here in Marshall, Calhoun County, could have been handled far more quickly, even though it's been handled more quickly than many people thought. Had the federal government stayed out. And you talk with the local officials over there, county officials, township officials, municipal officials, the sheriff. He said once we finally got, and it wasn't just a matter of days, the control at the state level, even though we knew we had to deal with the feds, and they're still there, and we still have to jump through hoops. Yet when the governor finally got the attention of the governor, and she realized that Enbridge and the local communities were working together well, all of a sudden it started happening. And now when I go over there, and I have no standing, I'm not an elected official, but I'm fortunate to be able to talk to these elected officials and talk to citizens. And I find people who have a surprised look on their face saying, you know, Enbridge said that they would buy my home. They bought my home. They've